So today we start our topic. So yesterday we saw what is cutover activity. In cutover activity, we saw what are the challenges we face and what is the work we do in cutover activity. So today and yesterday we saw LSMW, LTMC, okay, and we uploaded some material using LTMC. So today we'll see a topic of BAPI. Okay, what is the full form of BAPI? BAPI is nothing but business application programming interface. Okay, this is BAPI. In BAPI full form only you will have a word called interface. In LTMC, we have not seen any interfaces or integration with any other team. Only the functional consultant used to work in LTMC. In LSMW also the same, only the functional consultant will work. There is a migration cockpit. But coming to BAPI, in BAPI, you need the help of a technical consultant also. Technical consultant will come into picture in BAPI. Okay, BAPI is a standard interface where we are going to create the objects in the sense we are going to create the project, and then that objects are provided to the technical consultant to create the T codes. Based on that T codes, we are going to upload the data using the Excel file. Okay. Now, what business is doing? Business is using the BAPI as a primary method to upload the data. If there are any interfaces, for example, if you want to upload the PO data, if you want to upload the stock data, in using BAPI, you can release the POs also. Release the POs. For example, when I speak release the POs, you are going to create the POs in SAP. In release strategy, you will have two levels of approvals, A1 and A2. A1 will be the supervisor and A2 will be your assistant manager. So only the end user is using SAP, but the leads who are generating the work or who is the higher level authorities does not use SAP in some of the business. So what we do, we provide them an interface. Using that interface, they can log into that interface and release the POs. Okay, that is the use of BAPI. And BAPI has different types of programmings. When BAPI comes into picture, BAPI will have many programs. Based on the programs, BAPI is going to work. But in LTMC, there was no programs. You used to just create a project. Under that project, we used to upload the data of mass upload. Now coming to BAPI, in BAPI, you will have programs. So based on that program, technical consultant will design that program and create a name. For example, if it is PO, they'll create as an SAP underscore PO underscore upload. So you will see such types of programs created by the technical consultant, and in some cases, you have a standard programs which will be used, and if you don't have satisfied with that standard program, we will create in customized programs using a technical consultant help. Okay, and BAPI is implemented as functional module, but it has an internal code with SAP. Okay, depending on BAPI, the programs are getting generated in the background. We have a T code of SC37, or I forgot the T code. Let me check the T code. Based on that T code, you are going to upload the data, or you are going to test the data. As a functional consultant, what is the work as a functional consultant in BAPI is, we are going to test the scenario. Test the scenario. We will test the scenario, and based on that scenario, if the scenario gets passed, we will create a test. That test will be provided to the technical consultant, and based on that data, the technical consultant will create the programming on that, or he will create the program first, and that program will be converted to the T code. For example, in SAP queries, we saw some programs. We created SAP query, but the program is getting generated. That program will be provided to the technical consultant, and that technical consultant will create the code for that and provide to the end user. In the same way, we are going to test the scenario, and that scenario we are going to provide it to the technical consultant. He will create the program based on that, and for that program, he will generate each and every T code for each and every program. Okay. Now let's pick what are the uses of BAPI. Now, in LTMC, you are going to only use SAP system. You are going to log into SAP system. You are getting data in the Excel, and you are going to upload the data using Excel into the SAP. But BAPI can use third-party tool also. The data can be sent from this system to that system using BAPI also. For example, let me take an example. You are an MM consultant, and you have WM consultant also in your business, and you create some POs. Your warehouse does not have SAP. They use some third-party tool. So the POs which are created here can be GR'd using the third-party system. GR can be done in the third-party system, but we need to confirm it from our SAP system. To do that confirmation, we can use BAPI. To send a simple message from this system to that system, we are going to use BAPI. And to use BAPI, as BAPI is an advanced business application program, advanced business application program is nothing but ABAP. What is the full form of ABAP? It is an advanced business application program. So, as BAPI uses advanced business application program, that is ABAP language, so developers or technical consultant will create an ABAP call function. We call it as an ABAP call function. Call function is nothing but a program. In business, we call it as a call function. We cannot directly call it as a program. We call it as a call function. And that is completely a functional module. Okay. And one of the other advantages of the BAPI is it can be remote enabled. Without going to MA21 screen, you can create the PO using BAPI. Okay. That is an important advantage of the BAPI. Okay, let me log into the system and show how BAPI works. This point is clear, right? What is BAPI and why we are using BAPI, and what is the difference between BAPI and LTMC? If you're clear, mention you're clear in the chat box. If you have any doubts, you can unmute yourself and ask the questions. Any questions? If you don't have questions, mention you're clear in the chat box.
How will we differentiate like BAPI and LTMC? Like which scenario we will be use it for BAPI and which scenario we will use it for LTMC or LSMW? Like any hello?
Okay, let me tell that. LSMW will be using in ECC system. We can use it in S4 system also, but it takes more time. For that purpose, we are going to use LTMC. In LTMC also, you have a disadvantage. What is the disadvantage? The disadvantage is you need some time, at least 1 hour, to upload the data. But in BAPI, the time is still reduced. But what is the one concern in BAPI is you need to test the scenario first. Based on that scenario, you need to provide that scenario to the ABAPer. He may take at least 1 or 2 days to write the program for that, and that program can be converted to T codes. And based on the T code, you are going to upload the data using the same Excel. That is one of the disadvantages in BAPI. If you want the data to be uploaded faster without any other consultant help, then you can use LTMC. Or if you have some time, you can do it through BAPI, and you have a technical consultant or ABAPer who helps to create a program and generate the T code. Then you can go for BAPI.
Suppose while using the BAPI program, is it have some while using the LTMC also by using of spreadsheet and upload the data, and so then uploading it will get some error based on the uploading documents. Here also having some error kind related.
No, here you will not find an error,
Okay.
because what happens is, here what happens in LTMC, you are going to upload your Excel file directly. And you may get some errors. Based on that error, you are coming back and working on the Excel again. But in BAPI, you are going to run the test scenario first. If that test gets passed, then that test scenario, based on that test scenario, technical consultant will try the code. So you will not face any issues. It can be uploaded in a single shot. That is one of the advantage.
Okay. As a functional consultant, what is the role in BAPI? Like, what are the things in BAPI?
In BAPI, the role of functional consultant will be the testing scenario. You need to test the scenario and generate the test scenario cases. For example, if you want to upload the POs, or if you want to create the POs in bulk, so you need to create one PO in BAPI and run the test, and that test will be recorded in the BAPI transaction, and you need to provide that test scenario name to the technical consultant to create the program. That is the work of functional consultant. I'll show how to run the test scenario. Based on that test scenario, we're going to share the test ID with the technical consultant, so that he will provide the program to you.
Venkatesh, it is only for master data or transaction data also we use?
Nothing can be done for the transaction data. Transaction data should be moved only through the TRs. It is completely for the master data.
Okay.
Venkatesh.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, BAPI is used in support also.
BAPI is used in support also. Yes, you can say in support also you can use BAPI. For example, I have taken an example here, right? You have MM consultant who is using SAP, and you have WM module who is not using SAP. So to transfer the information from this system to that system, you use BAPI. That is also interlinked with IDOC. So if you face any issue while sending the information from this system to that system, then in the support project you will have an BAPI role also.
Okay. In a real time, LTMC is more often used, or BAPI is more often used?
LTMC is mostly used, but in some business use BAPI also.
Okay. Thank you.
LTMC is a famous tool which is used to upload the data as of now. BAPI is not.
In implementation, LTMC.
Yes, in implementation it is LTMC. But in LTMC, you no need of support of technical consultant. If you don't have technical consultant in your team also, you can work. But in BAPI, you need a technical consultant, so that he needs to create the program for that.
Okay.
That is the difference.
Okay, thank you.
We may upload the bunch of the POs, Venkatesh, in BAPI.
Venkatesh, who will decide which tool need to be used, consultant or business?
The consultant should suggest business.
Venkatesh?
Yes, Sanjay.
We may upload the bunch of the POs in this one, BAPI.
Yeah, you can do it. What is the functional consultant role is? You need to create one PO and test that if the PO is getting created or not. Then you need to provide that test scenario to the technical consultant. That is the work of a functional consultant job. Any more questions?
Hi, Venkatesh. In LTMC, the main input is the spreadsheet, right?
Yes, the main input is a spreadsheet, yes.
In BAPI, the input is we need to create a PO in SAP, and that will be the input in BAPI, right?
Yes. That will not be the input. That will be just a test scenario. Here also in BAPI also the input is the Excel file itself. But you need to understand how the Excel file should be there, and you need to prepare the data for that in the test scenario. Then you need to provide that scenario to the technical consultant. Based on that, he will provide you the program. Then you need to fill all the details in Excel, then upload the Excel in the system.
It means that the work is getting more compared to LTMC, right? Why? Even then, why business sometimes is preferring a BAPI?
BAPI, for Let me tell what is the differentiate why the client prefers BAPI. In LTMC, yesterday we uploaded file nearly 4 to 5 times, right?
Exactly.
We had some issue. We came back to the file. We worked on the file, and then we again uploaded it. If the data is more, then the work becomes more in the Excel sheet, right?
Yes.
Coming to BAPI, you will just run a test scenario. Using transaction BAPI, you will run a test scenario, and the test scenario will get generated. That test scenario you are going to provide it to the technical consultant, and based on that, he will provide the program to you. And based on that program, you are going to prepare the template for that Excel. The template will be yours. You need to create the template for that, and you are going to fill the data, and within a single upload, you are going to get the data in the system.
Okay. That means that in LTMC we have an iteration process. In BAPI there is no iteration process.
Yes, there is no iteration process in BAPI.
Okay. Thank you.
Venkatesh,
Yes,
yeah,
Kishore.
in real time, whether LTMC is preferred or BAPI is preferred for
That
functional
completely,
consultant.
that completely depends on the consultant and the client, how you are going to explain to the client. In some cases, LTMC is used if your data is perfectly all right. If you are doing an implementation project, greenfield implementation, then LTMC. If you are using a conversion project, then we prefer BAPI.
Okay.
Because in conversion project, what happens? You need to go to the LTMC tool. You need to check what is the template. Then you need to go to LTMOM. Then you need to alternate the template based on the data which they provided. Then you are going to upload the data. In BAPI, you are just running a scenario, and based on that, he is going to write a program. And based on the program, you are going to build your own template, and your own template is going to upload in the system.
Okay. Whether in LTMC only functional consultant will work. In BAPI,
Yes.
both technical and functional consultant work. There
Yes.
is a conflict in between both. No?
Yes.
It will take more time for to execute the activity.
Yes, it will take more time to execute activity.
There will be conflicts will be there. Some
Yes,
errors.
and one more thing, what happens is your workload will get reduced, right?
Okay.
In LTMC, you are going to work completely on Excel, but here you are going to just run a scenario and provide the data to the consultant.
We may use BAPI from legacy system to S4 HANA system transfer.
Yes, it can be used. Whenever you say conversion project, in conversion project, we prefer BAPI. If it is in greenfield implementation, we use LTMC.
But when the tabs are not over there in basic view, compulsory tabs are not over there. We have to create it in this one or not.
No, in ECC, if you don't have any data, we don't suggest you to create the data in ECC. You can directly come here, insert a tab, then put your own data and upload in the SO system.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Yeah, tell me. Hello. Fine. To use BAPI, the transaction is BAPI itself. As we used LTMC as a transaction code in SAP system for BAPI, the transaction code is BAPI only. You can enter BAPI BAPI and click on enter. It will take you to the section of BAPI. It is not going to move to the any other web browser. It is going to show in the GUI screen itself. This is the transaction of BAPI. Here, you will be able to see different levels of teams which are going to work. Here you see quality management, plant maintenance, customer service, supply chain management. But we are going to work in the node of material management. This is our node. Even sales and distribution will work. Even logistics general will work. Okay. Your logistics team is going to work. If you're going to upload the material, you're going to do it here. Okay. If you double click on the material, this will get. It will show what is the program, what is the object it is used. If you're going to create the material, Click on this. This will be the dictionary for material. Now, in most of the cases, material will be uploaded in LTMC itself. The PO, the stock will get uploaded through BAPI. Okay. For that scenario, if you go into material management, in material management, you see purchasing. All the purchase orders, purchase requisition, contract, and purchasing for record, source of supply, all these are getting uploaded through BAPI. You have a programs created, or you can say it as a function module created in the BAPI. If you don't see any of these created in the BAPI, then you need to ask your technical consultant to create the function module and then provide it to you for the upload. Okay, now let me go to purchase order. Under purchase order, you see purchase order. Double click on this. One second.
Venkatesh, click on create from data one. There is there no? Create from data one. That is the thing we need to click and create BAPI. In purchase order, create a from data one is there now.
Yes, you can create it from there also, but we prefer it to create by technical consultant. Okay, here these are the notes which are created by, as you said, from ME21 only. These are created. These are the notes which are created. Guys, can you give me a second? I'll be back 1 second. Sorry. Okay. These are the submodules which are created using ME21 NT code. Okay, this can be created by technical consultant also. So in most of the cases, we prefer them to create, because you see this, the function module is created by them. BAPI PO underscore create one. So we'll be using this function module to test our scenarios. Let me copy this function module. I'll go to the new tab. I'll go to the transaction called SE37. SE37 is a T code where you run the function module. Okay, if you want to create a function module, you can create it from here also. This is a technical job. I'll paste this and click on display. For this function module, this is the program which technical consultant has written. You see, all the notes or all the fields which need to be created from BAPI, he will write the program for them. Now we know it of checking all the programs. I'll go back and put your function module here, which you see in the BAPI transaction. This is a function module which you see in the BAPI transaction. Copy this, and from here, click on execute. Test or execute. Okay, click on this icon. This will take you to the BAPI screen. Okay, this is the function module BAPI screen. Now, let me remove all the values here. And first, what is the important thing is you need to understand while creating a PO, what are the mandatory fields you're going to fill in the PO. Let me remove all the details first. I'll go to the PO ones. Let me remove these entries also. Okay, all are removed. I'll remove these entries also. Okay, I think everything is removed. So what I do, I enter the function module which is provided in the BAPI transaction. I'll click on test and execute. Now this screen will get enabled. Now before that, to test the scenario, you need to go to ME21N first. In ME21N, you need to check which all fields you are going to fill in the mandatory. If I click enter, system will ask me to put the supplier. I'll put the supplier. This is my supplier. This is a mandatory field. Document it is getting picked. This is a mandatory field. Purchase organization is mandatory. Group is mandatory. Company code is also mandatory. Material. Okay. The PO quantity, how much you're going to pick, and the net value. And currency is also mandatory. You have to make note of this, or which all are mandatory while creating a PO. Okay. Now these are the mandatory fields which I filled. What are mandatory fields? Supplier. And if I go to org data, in org data, purchase organization, purchasing group, company code. These are the important fields which I need to fill in the header data. If I go in item data, I'm filling the material, I'm filling the quantity, I'm filling the price, and I'm filling the plant. If you want, you can enter the storage location also. So these are the important fields which you need to fill in the item section. So the same thing needs to be filled in the function module. Go to the function module of this, click on execute. Now what I do is, this is the PO header details. Okay, I'll go inside this. Here I need to fill all the details, header details. If you want to fill in this way, you can fill in this way. If you are going to fill in the complete in a single shot, then click on this single entry and have the entry here. PO number is getting filled automatically. Company code, you have to fill it. I'll put 2000 as my company code. Document type as ND. Okay, and I'll put vendor. Vendor is this. This first time when you're going to do the test, you need to enter it manually. Post you do the test, you can create the template and fill the template. Okay, now I'll put language as EN. Okay, and my purchase organization is 2000. My purchasing group is 206. My currency is INR. And my document date is 06, today is 06/02/2022. Okay, I'll scroll down. If anything is important in the header field. If you miss any one entry also, that will not get captured in the program. So while doing a test, you need to fill all the entries.
Price.
Okay, price I'll be putting in the item level. This is my header level. In header level, the important point which I saw here is vendor, purchase org, purchasing group, company code, and document date, and the currency. These are the important fields in header. Okay, and I will cancel this. Enter data is not entered. Let me enter it again. I'll put the company code as 2000. I'll put as NB. Vendor, I'll paste it. Language is EN. And your purchase organization is 2000. Purchasing group is 206. And currency is INR. I'll come down. Date is 06/02/2022. I think those are the entries in header level. And I'll click enter. The details which you enter, it will come here. You can directly go back. The details which you filled will appear here. Okay. Now, what all details you filled here, you need to confirm in the second line. Now open second line. Go to single entry. You will not understand anything here. So go to single entry. Here, you fill the company code. Say yes, you fill the company code. Document date type is filled. Vendor is filled. Language is filled. Purchase organization, purchasing group, currency. And document it. Okay. Now everything is filled. I'll click on OK. And I'll go back. Now entry has been done. Now header level data is filled. Now I'll come to the item level. This is an item level. Here you see PO item and PO item X. First you need to go to PO item. In this section, if you have multiple material, you can enter multiple material here. Okay, I'll go to single entry. Now I'll put 10. First line, because line item is 10th line item. I'll put the material. What is the material? This is my material. I'll put the material, copy my material. I'll put it here. And I'll put the plant as 2000. Storage location is S1. Material group is getting picked automatically. And PO quantity is 100 pieces. Okay. And the price, the net price. I put the net price here as 200. Okay. If you want any other details to be filled here, you can fill the details. You have all the, if you want GR based 4 to be ticked, enter this, so it will get ticked. And check what all the information you need to fill in the item level. In item level, in all the fields, what all data you see. In this material data, you see all these fields. If you want to fill that entry. In each and every tab, you have different data to be filled. All will get appeared here. You want to fill those data and click on enter. And if you want to have an other line, click on add line. Put 20. Go to single entry. 20. I'll put other material. For example, let me take other material. 195. 195 has some error. I'll take some 218. Okay, I'll take this 218. I'll take this material and I will say that I'm going to procure this material for plant 2000, storage location S2, and quantity as 10, and price as 100. Okay, I'll put OK. Now 2 lines got entered. Now you can go back. Now you have 2 entries. Now which all entries you entered here, you have to confirm this in the PO item X. So I'll go to, I'll do a new entry first. I'll go here. I'll put 10. In 10th line, I entered material. I entered plant, storage location. I entered quantity and net price. Then I entered GR based 4. So I need to tick that also. Check where is my GR based 4 here. It's here. I will confirm that. But in the second line, I'll go to 20. I'll put 20 here. Okay. I'll put X here. I put the material, plant, storage location, quantity, net price, then nothing. I will not select GR based 4 here because I have not selected that in my item level. I'll go back. I'll check the entries once again. In the 20th, I'll go back and check once again here in the 10th line. If I miss anything, I have missed X to put confirm here. 1 second.
Unit you are not put it, Venkatesh.
Yes, my SME got hanged 1 second. That is the reason I'm checking my internet is correct. Okay, it got reconnected. Okay, I'll put X here. What Sanjay? What did I miss?
Unit you are not put it.
Yeah, unit will pick automatically, right? Whenever you're creating a PO, you're not putting unit manually. It's getting picked automatically. Okay, I'll go back. Now this got executed. If whenever you do this case scenario, you may get some errors. If you get the errors, then you need to go and solve those errors. Now, another thing I forgot to mention here, you have a counter. You will see an option called counter here. Collective number. This is very important collective number. I'll make a note of it here. I'll speak regarding this collective number later. Okay. Collect number. Okay. I will close this. I'll go back. Now I have entered the header details. I have confirmed the header details. If I come to item details, I have put 2 items and I have confirmed in the item details. Okay. Then I will execute this. Before that, I'll save this data. I'll create it as an PO creation 1 and save this. And I'll execute. To execute this, system is giving me 1 PO. It has generated a PO for me now. The PO number is 45. This is the PO number 1243. If I go to result and check, it is saying that these all are warnings. If you get any errors here, those errors I'm going to clear. And coming back here, if you miss anything to enter, system will suggest me this is entered in the system, but you have not confirmed me in the item text level. So you will go back and select. Now my PO number got generated. Let me try to open this PO 1243. I'll go back. I'll go to ME23N. See here, PO number 1243 does not exist. Why? Because we have just run a test here. The PO which is getting created in the BAPI will not be visible in the SAP system. We are going to just test this. Post this PO got generated, so your test is successfully done. Then you can provide this. Provide this test. What is your test you created? PO creation 1. Okay, this test ID you are going to provide it to your technical consultant. Based on this, he is going to write the program and he is going to provide you the T code for that. Okay, as soon as he provides you the T code, you are going to Excel and you are going to create the template on your own. What is the template you create? What all fields you created? You created as company code. What are the fields we selected? We selected purchase organization, purchasing group, and company code is done. Then I'm going to enter document date, supplier, then material,
Currency.
plant, quantity, price, then any more
Currency.
Currency,
Language.
Storage location.
Language also.
storage location. Any more?
Language.
Language, okay. So what all data you entered here, you are
Purchase group.
Yeah, purchase
You
group
are put it.
it is done here. So I'm going to create my template here. This is my template. Now, as soon as your technical consultant provides you the T code, I will start filling the details here. I'll put the details here. My company code is same, and I need my okay. And the purchase organization is 2000. Partition group is 026.
Document type is missing.
Okay, document type is also missing. I'll enter document type. Document type. My document type is NB. Document date is 06.02.2022. My supplier is, if we take my supplier, this is my supplier. I'll put my supplier and I'll put my material also. I'll take this material. I'll paste it here. Based on this, I'll prepare my own template. I'll put this data and use it here. Okay, my plant is 2000, my quantity is 100, my price is 100, my currency is INR, and my store location is S1, and language is English. So I will prepare my own data. Okay, this is my entry. Now think that you need this to be created separately with different PO number and this to be created with separate PO number. In that case, what happens? Let me take this as a complete scenario. Okay, now I need this 2 lines to be or 4 lines to be created in one PO, and I need this 4 lines to be created in other PO. What happens now?
Then we may change the vendor also, na?
Yeah, if you change the vendor, the PO will get created automatically. Different POs will get created. But in this scenario, I have my same vendor, I have my same material, but I want these 4 lines to be created separately, these 4 lines to be created separately, and these 4 lines to be created separately. So what I do is, I have mentioned one point here. What is collective number? I will add a field called collective number here. Collective number. And whenever you are going to test the scenario, you are going to have the entry of collect number also. So that this collect number will get added in the program. And here I will mention the collect number as S4001. And I mentioned S5001. And I'll provide S6001. So I am differentiating this, saying that based on this collective number, all details are same here. But I'm saying whenever I see 4001, one PO should get created. Whenever I see 5001, second PO should get created. Whenever I see 6001, the third PO should get created. Based on this, I will create my own template. And this template format I'm going to share with my technical consultant. So he will fix this template as the standard template whenever I'm going to upload the POs in the system. And this is another solution. What is another solution is whenever you have some bulk PRs or 150 PRs to be converted to PO, you can take the collection of that 150 PRs and fill the data here, and in a single shot you can create 150 POs. That is a use of the BAPI as an interface. Okay, now using this template, now technical consultant will provide me the program. Based on that program, I log into that program, and for that program, he will provide me T code. That T code, I'll enter it here. Now I don't have the T code because I don't have technical consultant. He may create a T code called ZME21M. This is a customized T code. How we created a customized T code for SAP queries, in the same way, technical consultant will create a custom T code for uploading the mass POs. You will put the T code here, enter, then you are going to upload this file directly there. So automatically POs will get generated. Okay. Any doubts still here?
Venkatesh, when we are going to do 3 different POs, we may put separate vendors over there. Na?
Yeah, separate vendors you can put, but think that your data is like this. You have same vendor. For same vendor, I need different. You have same vendor. I need different POs to be generated. In this scenario, you need to add a collect number here. If you have different vendors, system will automatically create different POs. That is the other scenario. We have the same vendors, then how the system should understand that which line should come in which PO. So you are adding a collect number as an additional field here. Okay. Any more question?
Venkatesh,
Yes, Kishore.
yeah, in real time, we will decide whether LTMC or BAPI to be used.
Yeah, as I
Whether
said,
it is a business, it is business or functional consultant.
functional consultant should suggest the business. If you use BAPI, what are the advantages? And if you use LTMC, what are the advantages? Based on those advantages and disadvantages, business is going to decide which tool they are going to use.
Okay, which is easier to do in real time?
In real time, for complete master data and for vendor master, complete master data, we use LTMC. And for bulk creation, for the new creation, we are going to use BAPI.
For POs.
Yes, for bulk creation, for POs, for source list, and to create a bulk contracts, and to create a bulk PRs, or to create bulk schedule agreements, contracts. For all this, we use BAPI.
Okay, it is useful in implementation only. More often it is used in implementation. No?
Yes.
In support projects and all, it's not that much.
In support project also it is used. If you have any interface with a different system, you have SAP, you have other system, or you can call it as a WM system, or to send the confirmation or to send the data using BAPI, then the support project also BAPI will come into picture.
Okay.
Venkatesh, you mean to say that if you want to send the data from SAP system to non-SAP system, then BAPI should be used?
BAPI can also be used. If BAPI will get interacted with IDOC, then using IDOC as a platform, the data will be moved.
Okay, there is a connection between BAPI and IDOC.
Yes.
So how to establish that connection? Is a technical consultant job?
Technical consultant, yes.
Thank
In
you.
BAPI, the functional consultant work will be only the testing part.
Okay.
Remaining all the part will be done by the technical consultant.
So he will build the connection between BAPI and IDOC, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Any more questions? If you don't have any questions, then I'll move forward. And now we created a PO in BAPI, and that PO was not visible in the system. We created this PO. This PO got generated, and that PO was not visible in the SAP system. Now, think that you want that PO to be created in the system. Whenever you are doing a test, I want to view that PO. To do that activity, you have an option of combining the two functional modules. You can combine two functional modules and you can create the PO in the own system. How to do that? To do that, go to function modules. One second. If we go back, from here, I can select only one function module. Now I need two functional modules to be selected here. To do that, go to function module, go to execute, test sequence, go to test sequence, and add how many function module you require here. Now I'll enter the function module of, to create the PO, I'll enter the function module. I'll copy it and I'll paste it. And you have other function module called BAPI transaction commit. If you use this transaction, whatever the data is going to create here, that can be displayed in the system also. That will directly get created in the SAP system. Okay, I'll execute. Okay, I'm going to use the same test scenario, PO creation. Once you save the test scenario, that will be in this test data dictionary. You can go and select from here. All the data will completely get picked, which we filled in the previous test. Okay, now I'm going to execute this. I execute this. Now PO got generated as 1244. In previous, when I used to see this PO which is created, the system said me that the PO was not created. Now, as I used commit, the PO got created as 1244. Let me make a note of it. Suppose this PO got created 1244 450000. Okay. Suppose this PO got created, you need to click on back. Then system will ask you to, should I import this data in the SAP or not? If you confirm the value as X here, whenever you're going to confirm the value in SAP system, confirm value will be X. Whenever you are entering X, then you are confirming that data. Okay, I'll execute this. Now it got executed. I'll go back. Okay, now I'll go to ME23N and click enter. You will be able to see this PO 451244. This is a PO which I created using BAPI. Understood? If you don't want this to be created, then you are not going to link two function module. You are going to use only one function module, and you are going to run the test scenario and record the test scenario. That test scenario you are going to provide it to the technical consultant. If you want the data to be created, now you are going to create a PO here. To create one PO, it takes at least 5 to 10 minutes. So you can create it from function module method also. From here also, you can go test and execute. Put the header data. If you have multiple lines in the PO, come to item data, put the item data details completely, execute. The system will automatically create the PO for you. Okay, and let me try one more thing. Here, I have my header data. I will decide that in my PO item, I need these two lines to be created separately. What did I say you? You need to use collect data to differentiate that. Let me check where is that collect. If you fill that collect data, then the system will identify that, okay, I need to create two POs, and system will create the two POs. Okay.
The special procurement types like consignment, subcontracting, pipeline, all are going to come under BAPI.
Yeah, you can create using BAPI. But you need to understand which field here is used as this field. You need to find where is an item category or account assignment category in this list, and you need to fill that data here. If you fill that data, based on that, system will identify, okay, this is a special procurement, I need to create a special procurement. Okay. You see here, you have an item category here. Now let me create a consignment PO. For consignment, I need to use K. I will use K here. Click enter. In 20th line, I used K. In 10th line also, I will use K. Item category as K here. And I'll click OK. I'll go back. And in the confirmation field, I will say that item category is filled. So I'll put X here as confirming that item category is filled. In this also, I will say that item category is filled. Okay. And then I'll start. Then I'll go back and save this entry first. Once this test case is saved, I'll go back. I will migrate to function modules because I need this PO to be shown in the system. So I'll put 2 function module and I'll open the test scenario which I created. This is a test scenario which I created recently. I'll open this and I'll try execute. Okay, PO did not get created. There is some error. Okay, go to, if you don't see the PO number here, you need to go to the result and check what is the error here. You see, this is the error. Purchase order still consistent error. What is the error? With GR based invoice verification, please enter GR or IR indicators. Okay, this was not confirmed. Let me go back. In the item details, I'll go to item and check what is the issue here. To do that, I need to go back. I'm going to execute it. I'm going to open this. And you need to check what is the issue here. So, in PO item, it is saying that GR based 4 is selected. Let me check what is the GR based 4 selected. Is GR based 4. I don't see GR based 4 here. Let me check from the beginning.
Control F will not work here.
No, it will not work here. You see here, GR base is not filled in the first line. Okay, in the second line, let me check. That is a major challenge. You need to search one by one. GR base is selected in 10th line, but not in second line. I'll go back. I'll go to the confirmation tab. In the 10th line, it is selected, but 20th line is not selected. Okay, let me go here. Yeah, it is executed. Okay, let me check second line. Here it is not selected. Okay, it is perfectly right. Then there should be some mistake here. And check what is the issue. Based on that, I have to resolve the issue. It is not selected. It is selected in 10th line. In 20th line. It is not selected. Okay, it is perfectly right. Okay, let me remove it as of now. I'll remove here also. I'll go back. I'll save this.
Venkatesh, I have a doubt. BAPI is used for master data only.
Yes, BAPI is used for master data also. It can be used for master data also. But we don't suggest you to use master data because to create PO it takes so much time. But in master data, you have multiple of entries, right? It may take more time. So if you are going to handle this BAPI and master data, you can handle. But it takes time to run this test scenario. Once you run the test scenario, then it will be easy to upload the master data.
Okay.
Okay. Let me go back and select the function module. See test sequence. I'm going to put 2 function modules here. I'm going to select the test scenario which is created recently, and I'm going to execute. Execute. Now PO got generated 1246. I'll go back. I'll confirm that I want this in the system, and I'll execute. And I'll go back. Okay, now if I go to ME23N, This is the PO which I created right now. It is created as a consignment PO. Right? Each and every field which you see here, you will be able to see in the BAPI transaction. If you fill those data, system will automatically generate the POs for you. Okay. Any doubts in BAPI? This is the procedure how we work on BAPI. If you don't have any questions, at least mention there are no questions in the chat box, so that I'll understand you don't have any questions. So that we move on.
Transaction data, we use TR to move the data, right?
Yes.
And so why we are using now BAPI?
But well, we are not using transaction data, right? This is a master data. This master data we are going to move using BAPI. If you see in BAPI transaction, whatever data you are going to see, purchase orders, schedule agreement, and you can see contract, and you can see purchase requisition. All these can be created in a mass transaction using BAPI. Okay, if you want to create material also, you can create. But you need to go to logistic general. Under logistic general, you have material. Here, you need to select any of the hierarchy which is created. You will get the function module created for this. If the function module is created, if you see the function module is created, if I select this function module and go to the function module and put this function module here and click on test, you can create the material also. Okay.
Okay.
Every master data can be created using BAPI. But you need to first find if the function module is created or not. If the function module is created, then you can use that function module to create the details. You can create the vendor also. Go and find what is the instance which you need to select and select that. You will find the function module for that. Go to the select the function module, copy the function module, and put it in the. Now see, to create a vendor, I'll select this function module. I'll go back, put this function module here, and I'll test or execute. You will see you need to create a vendor for using function module also, you can do it.
Venkatesh,
Yes, Sanjay.
if we are going to create the contract in MA31K and going to order, order means purchase order, we are going to do it now after that. If we are going to create a contract using the MA31K and going to do the release order in this, it is going to appear or what?
Yeah, it will get appear. For that, you need to at least have a sequence created for this. For example, now in purchasing, we created purchase order. Order, the sequence is created. Okay, create from data. Now to create contracts, you can use this. I think.
No, contract is created in function.
Yes, contract can be created in function. Yes.
And we are going to do here the only order.
Yeah, that is also possible, right? For example, go to purchase order, take the function module here, put the function module of PO here. Whenever you are going to select the contract, put the contract details in this tab. Here. Outline agreement or contract. You have contract here, right?
Yes.
Put the contract number here in the function module. Then based on that contract, the PO will get created. If you are going to convert the purchase requisition into PO, put the purchase requisition number there so that that purchase requisition number will get created. If you have any outline agreement that is nothing but contract, put the contract number. You see here in the same function module. select what is the function module, PO create, you can execute, go to the item details. In item, you will see the contract. But you need to find where is the field of that. You need to find the field where is a contract here. See here agreement. If you put contract number here, based on this contract number, PO will get generated. Well, everything is possible in BAPI, but you need to have a discussion with your ABAPer and get this function module gets created. All these data are getting fetched based on the function module. That function module will be created by the technical consultant.
When we are going to compare with LTMC, the errors are going to be very lesser over here.
Yes, very lesser in BAPI because technical consultant will have a hand here.
And IDOC is also a complicated, most probably.
Yes.
To send the POs, all those things.
Yes, but one more thing, you cannot send the PO copy from BAPI to the vendor system. For that, you need to use IDOC itself. To do the mass entry or to just transmit some message from this system to that system, you can use BAPI.
How you are going to release it over here? Could you show it?
How you are going to
release the PO?
Release the PO.
Over here.
To release the PO also, you have a function module created. All the function module, you can see it here. If you want to release the PO, you have a release. You need to select what is the release code. Based on the release code, you will have an, I think release is not created here. Let me check if release is created or what. Contract, repetition. Get items for release. Okay, here you may see this is a function module. I think it is a function module to release. Let me check if this function module works or not. See here. Based on this data, you can enter what is the PO header details, put the header details, and put who is the release group or release code. You will have the release code, right? For example, anyone is using release strategy here, whose document type comes under release strategy, and I want release function to be enabled here. Anyone are using release here in their document type?
Overall in a release code document, right? Header level and item level.
Yes, I want someone who has set up release function for their document type so that I can create a PO and check if release function is working or what. If not, I need to create a release procedure again.
Classic release, no? Classic release, most probably nobody is created.
Okay. Let me explain in the same way. Here, whenever you see the release button enabled here, you will have release codes and release group, right? Based on the release codes and release groups, the PO is getting released. So check what are the codes here and put the release group and release code here, and then come to the header, put the PO number here, go back and execute. PO will get released. If possible, let me try. If I can create a release procedure in 2 minutes, I'll create a release procedure. If it takes time, then check AM document type.
It will take more time.
Yes, that is the reason. Let me check. That is the reason I asked someone has created a release procedure or what.
Could you show these POs in ME2M?
ME?
2M.
The POs which I created now.
Yeah.
I'll put scope of business in B. I'll put the purchasing document number itself. I'll put the document number here. What is the document I created now? I'll copy it. I execute. These are the POs which I created using BAPI. See here,
Venkatesh, can't we check which document has a release procedure
No, we cannot.
Assign.
We don't have option of checking that. I need to go to release procedure and check once. Let me check once.
For my documents, it is there, but the configuration is missing because of that errors.
Yeah, let me check. If I can create within 2 minutes, I'll try to create.
Then Venkatesh, MRP is also same, na? If it is going to hit like MRP in POs, we may do the bunch of that MRPs I'm going to put in BAPI, na?
Yeah, that can also be done. That is the reason you need to sit with your ABAPer once and discuss with him which all can be affected in or which all can be created using BAPI. Let me try to create within a second. Let me try.
It will take more time, Venkatesh.
Check AM document type, sir.
Yeah,
Already
yeah,
created as.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah, check AM. Recently, I'm created SPL. Yes, okay.
Any supplier? Okay, let me put my supplier itself. Okay, you have a condition record maintained, right?
Purchase organizing SPL once.
You have the condition record maintained. I need the details of supplier or material which you have maintained for condition record.
Put ME to know.
Venkatesh, that YMAT all, I think that has a release strategy created YMAT.
Because one issue what happens is whenever we're going to create the release group, we are deleting the release group and creating new one, right?
Yes.
That may be an impact also. I cannot find in YMAT, I cannot find release procedure now. Yes, as release group. Let me check if I find any here. CL20
Can we take the help of flexible workflow, Magrish?
Flexible workflow cannot be used through BAPI because it is combined with Fury, right?
Okay. Thank you.
Type 032 release group is release strategy.
Check also CL24N, na? CL24N.
Yes. I think it is created. Let me check. CL24. I need the class for that, right? Let me check.
You put that class only.
Yeah, if I have any class here.
The release group, it is in release group. No?
Okay, I have something here. If someone remembers what is the condition record code ME 2K condition record T code for release procedure. Let me check what is the T code for condition record. MEK1. MEK1. To create, okay. Condition type. I think this was pricing or something. Combination. I think it's for pricing. Anyone remembers what is the condition record T code to find for release strategy?
They are not maintained any condition record for release strategy. No? Venkatesh?
Fine, let me create a PO and try once. ME21N. What is the document type which they have used here? They have used SPL, net values this. Okay. Company code is SPL. Purchase organization also SPL. Let me put this.
Document type is also SPL mostly.
No, I'm getting an error for vendor. Vendor SPL. They have only one vendor. Oh, nice. Very good. I pick the vendor which is created. Let me do one thing. EC01. SPL. Plant is SPL1. Okay, my plant is SPL1. Let me have a check here. Okay, the release status is appeared. I'll save this. Save. Okay, now PO got created. Now I'll release this PO using Bapi. So I'll go to Bapi. Under Bapi, it is asking me release group and release code. You will be able to find release group and release code here. Release group is AS, copy is AS, and put it here. And release code is this one. I'll put one here. Okay, in header, I need the entry. So I'll put this PO number here. Copy this PO number and put this under PO and I'll execute. I'll go back. I'll save this as a release. Okay, and I'll execute. And I have one result. CPU is released now. Let me go and refresh it. It is not released. Let me add other function module also. I'll copy this. I'll go to execute this sequence. With this, commit, execute. Release group is AS. This code is 1. I'll put the PO header. Okay, go back and execute. It's done. I'll go back and I'll confirm it here and execute. I think it should be done. Let me check now. 1247. Go back in A23N. 1247 is not released. Okay, I think there is an issue with the function module. In this case, if you release in this way, it should get released. Check again. Release group and release code. I think to release. Header. Let me try in this way. There is no result appearing. This same 0 entries. It's not entered. No, result is not getting appeared. I think mostly there is an issue. There is an issue with the function module. In this way, in this same way, you can release the POs from here also. I'm getting the result, but it is not getting released. So here all are getting picked. What is the release strategy? What is the release procedure? And I'll put the release also. I don't know why it is not getting picked. I have to check it once.
You know the procedure, no? That is enough.
Let me try last time. Release group is yes. Release code is 1. I'll put the PO number. Go back. Execute. Entry here. Okay. Go back. And confirm this. Execute. Okay. Now let me go back and come again. No, it is not being released. Normally, when I use Barbie and try to release the POs, also it will get released. In all the scenario, what you are going to do, mass transaction that can be done using Barbie. Okay. Any more questions in Barbie?
In this case, we need to approach Abapper to create the correct functional module for the release process.
Yes, you need to change some programming that above programming. So you will change the function module program so that PO can be released. So if you run in the same scenario, the PO will get released.
Yeah, in real business scenario, the PO approval, bulk PO approval happens through Barbie.
Yes, it can happen through Barbie also. There are some other methods also, but you need to suggest business. These are the methods. What is the best method for you? In which method we can go to do this work, get completed faster, or which way you are flexible to work, or which is easier to you. You need to take their suggestions. Based on their suggestion, you are going to decide which function or which procedure you are going to implement in their business.
Because usually the business heads will be approving the POs, right? So if they are not comfortable using this Barbie method,
if they are not comfortable, we cannot implement that. We need to get a sign off first. Based on our discussion, they will provide a sign off to us. First, they provide a sign off, then only we are going to approach this process in their business.
Thank you, Venkatesh.
Thank you.
Venkatesh, one more question is there. Not with BAPI. It is with IDOC. When we are going to do the message output in NACE, IDOC needs which program signed, like MyDrop, we are going to give it for printout. Which program it is going to click and how it is going to be happen in this standard PO creation?
Their program is not getting affected. The RFC destination is getting affected and partner profiles. Based on this both configuration, the output is sent outside from the system to the other system.
That NACE is not going to work over.
Yes, NACE is going to work. In NACE, what is the important configuration you need to do for IDOC is you need to enable the EDI there. If EDI is enabled in NACE, then only the IDOC will work in the output management system.
EDI, no?
Yes, EDI needs to be configured in the NACE.
In this corner only release procedure is there, now that is going to work.
Yes, that is going to work. Yes.
One question, Venkatesh, about the IDOC. For IDOC, for practice, we have been told that we need to have 2 servers, right?
Yes.
But in real scenario, when we are working on the projects, we will be seeing only 1 server, right? So how can we ensure that the other server is able to receive our IDOC or not?
You need to configure your server first, and from the vendor side, vendor will configure his system.
Correct.
From here, you are going to transfer the data, and you are going to get the confirmation from the vendor is the data is getting received or not. If it is not getting received, from our side, if you see the green light or green signal, if the IDOC status is green, then there is nothing problem from our side. Our configuration is perfect. But if he sees the IDOC as a red mark, then he needs to do some configuration in his system. Based on the status codes, whenever you see in WE09, if you see some of the IDOCs, let me check if IDOCs are created in my system. Okay, IDOCs are generated. Here, when I open this IDOC, think this is my system now. I'm able to see as red. I need to go to status record. I need to see what is the issue. It is saying error passing data to the port. So this means the port is not created from my end. Okay, there is an issue. Now, in the same way, now you are saying that you have sent the data to the vendor now. Now vendor is going to log in the same T code W09. He's going to execute, and he is going to open some other IDOC.
Okay.
Let me check some other IDOC with some other error. All.
So it means that as long as our status is green, so we need to worry, right?
Yeah, we no need of worrying it.
Okay.
And if he has any issue, he needs to work in this system.
That is his job.
Yes, that is his job.
Right.
If he gets an error saying that partner profile not defined in the sender system, then he will ask us to define the partner profile in our system. Then we'll send the data again. From our side, if it is green, then we have no issue. If it is red from his side, then he needs to configure his system based on the status which is there.
Okay. Thank you, English.
Thank you.
And one more question about functional design specification document. Can you give any example or any reference document where we are taking the value from one table and passing that value to another table to get the result? I mean to say, just I want to know how the logic is going to work, like taking the data from one table and passing on to the another table. Do you have any reference example explaining that particular scenario for FDS?
Yeah, we can do one thing. We can ask Prabhu to share some of the functional specification documents which we have prepared. But what all scenarios we explain, those are our company scenarios. We cannot share that document to some other clients. So that is the reason some functional specification documents are created from our end also. So ask Prabhu to share the documents. He'll be sharing through the classroom itself, or if you want, we can share the WhatsApp also.
Okay, Venkatesh. I got about the document. You're talking about the physical documents, right? But what I'm asking is,
he will share you the soft copy so that you can understand how the logic is built in the functional specification document.
Okay, Venkatesh.
We have here 4 to 5 documents. You will understand how the logic is built based on them.
Thank you.
If you are able to understand one FS document and how the logic is built for one document, then you can build your own documents.
All right.
Any more questions?
Venkatesh, for when we moving through IDOC, you said that we'll move for a vendor. Vendor get the information regarding the IDOC. Now that vendor should stop the transaction, or he maybe is continue his work.
Go through IDOC. We are sending only the PO copies, right? We are going to send the PO copies, or they are going to receive the invoices. Or if we have any credit note, we are going to send the credit notes. These are the physical documents, right? He knows of stopping the business. He can work on this business, but we are just transferring the documents to him. The data is not getting transferred. Only the documents are getting transferred. If the documents are getting transferred, he knows enough stopping any business.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi Venkatesh, can we expect any class related to like ticket resolution? Like
ticket resolution mostly next week. I think RK Bansal will be taking a class of support tickets. So he will share his knowledge on how the support tickets will be resolved. And mostly I will be taking a class of support tickets based on my experience. I will tell what are the support tickets I have resolved. So next weekend will be for support project.
And is there any ticket tools for classes?
Yeah, ticket tools, we cannot provide the ticket tools, but I can tell you what the ticket tools used. In most of the scenarios, in most of the business, Zaya will be the ticket tool which is used. And JIRA, I guess. JIRA.
I can, if anyone want, I will share one solution manager I can share.
Yes. So you can share your documents based on your experience, which all the support tickets you have handled, you can share with the team and they can discuss on those in the group.
Please tell him to put it in a group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will share.
Ticket tool means like it is a tool with which we will get the ticket, right?
Yes. If end user raise the ticket, he needs to log into some tool and he will raise a ticket there. He will raise an issue.
Okay.
Then that issue will be resolved by the consultant using the same tool. So we'll just track what is the status of the ticket. We are going to use the ticketing tool. Any more questions?
Venkatesh, GST will be there now.
GST, I'll plan post this support ticket. I'll plan GST.
Okay.
Fine, guys. If you don't have any more questions, we'll have the session. Next week will be the support ticket. So we can join there for the support knowledge.
Okay. In real time, what are the interview question will ask on like a BAPI topic?
They'll ask how did you work on BAPI, in which function modules you have used in working on BAPI, and how did you interact with Adapter to design the function modules. And based on your test scenarios, if the technical consultant has any issue, how you are going to advise the Adapter. So these are the questions which were raised.
One more body classes are there mostly.
Body is completely a technical consultant job. We will not have any interaction with body. It will be completely handled by the technical consultant. Mostly we will not have any session on body. It is completely a programming tool.
Venkatesh, to contact technical person, do we require any documentation like email or something? No. How it is the format
to contact technical consultant?
Yeah.
That completely varies from companies to company. In each of the company for a single project you will have one adapter, or in some of the companies for 4 to 5 projects you will have 2 to 3 adapters. So you can directly email them what is their issue, so that you can say them, start saying that I have sent you a test scenario, start writing the program, I need this in this date, I need this function module. So they'll write the program and provide you. You need to follow up with them, and if they have any issue, then you need to sit with them for the interactions.
Okay. Like we created for FS documents, no, we have like some format, company name and all.
In most of the scenarios, we work with a technical consultant for FS documents. In some cases, we work from there for IDOC and SAP queries and BAPI and body.
Okay, Venkatesh. Thank you. Thank you, Venkatesh.
Thank you. Fine. If you don't have any more questions, then we'll wrap up.
Hi, Venkatesh. One question, Venkatesh. So, yes. If you are showing experience on ECC, the interviewer may ask about LSMW, right?
Yeah, he may ask about LSMW. You can say that. You can say that you have. I'll share LSMW document with you in the group. so that you can go through the steps of 16 steps how the data is getting uploaded in the data. It is same as LTMC, but the steps are more here.
Thank you, Venkatesh.
But remind me on tomorrow morning, remind me that time to share the lesson document, I'll share it.
Yes, sure.
Venkatesh, in weekdays now, at what time you are free, so that we can connect you and ask doubts when you.
Yeah, now in weekdays I'm a little bit busy. I'm working on 3 projects. I don't know. I don't know when I'll be free. So drop me a message so that as soon as I become free, I will reply.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Fine, guys. If you don't have any more questions, we'll wrap up. Thank you. Thank you for the session.
Thank you, Venkatesh.
Thank you.